will be.
Okay, yes, it will be then. It will be wheelchair accessible, yes. Okay, that gentleman here, and then I'll go over to you again. Yes, sir.
I'm a resident of Roosevelt Island, and I do share concerns that other people raised about partnership with the community. I just want to let you know that a lot of residents actually have these concerns.
Can you speak louder?
Okay.
It is something that you need to address at some point, otherwise it's just going to, kind of start going out.
Right. Okay. Tonight we're talking about the Euler process tonight. That's what we're going to focus. That's what we're going to focus on. Yes, sir. In the back, and then I'll go to you. Yes.
A recurring issue that's come up in the infrastructure of the island is the state of the seawall and the riprap surrounding the island. And I would imagine this is important to you as when you building very expensive buildings. If the seawall would be breached, then they could disrupt the underpinnings of the buildings. Is that an issue that's being worked with the city, with the state, with anybody to make sure that that's something that it's a very expensive proposition, that's something that gets resolved during this construction phase or pre-construction?
So I think the question is about the seawall and whether there's any plans for the renovation of that. And as part of the Cornell project, I think the answer is that that project is from the road inward, and so it's not part of Cornell's plan.
Okay.
Sure. I can actually address your question. You don't know who I am. I'm Vice President of Operations.
I'm sorry. Who are you? You're with Riak. Okay.
Yes. So to answer the gentleman's question, it's something that the corporation is studying, and as a matter of fact, the board approved not this last board meeting, but one prior. We are going to begin a full assessment of the engineering design on the southern walls, beginning with South Point Park, and we'll be working our way up. So yes, we're going to look at it. It's an aging infrastructure, but we're going to be studying that and making the necessary repairs or rebuild.
Okay. Yeah, I got this lady here, and then I'm going to go to the community board in another second here or so. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I was just wondering. I mean, I currently go to a school in Morphosis building, and I'm extremely unhappy with it. In New York City, the Union building, I'm building downtown. And I was wondering if they're going to be addressing us directly. I know that it's not going to be a building open to the public, but they'd be addressing us in terms of its aesthetic and its place on the island. And when will that happen?
Yeah, restate the question again.
Sure. The question is, what's the process for design? Morphosis is the architect. When will there be an opportunity to look at the images and look at the design and have an opportunity for exchange? And Kathy?
Yeah, we'll be certainly show the design this fall. They don't have a design on paper yet, but I'd love to hear from you actually offline what you don't like about it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll go here, and we'll take this over here, and then I'll move over to Larry. Yes, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask about the seawall, but that was just
okay.
But my other question is about the steam plan. What is the plan that Cornell has for the steam plan? That's not part of it.
Yeah,
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah. So the question is about the steam plan. You're talking about the one that's off of the property.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's any plan, so I think it's another REAC question.
It's my pleasure to answer these questions. Future partners, Cornell. So the corporation is working with HHC to look at the steam plan and see what kind of documentation, studies, or physical structural assessments have been done at the steam plan. So we're in the current process of reviewing those documents right now. HHC rather has indicated to us that they plan to decommission the steam plan at the end of 2013, and we're going to negotiate in terms of who does what after that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes, over here. Yes, and then I'll go over there, and then we're going to go to the community board. Did you have a question also?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. Yes, go ahead.
Technion is the elephant in the room, and I'm just asking, given that they are not part of the construction phase of the partnership with Cornell, when they will be a presence on the island, as we have not had a chance to meet them yet.
Right. So that's the question about Technion. Will they be involved, and how will they be involved in this?
Yes. So it's a question in terms of Technion is not part of the construction side of it, so we don't expect them to be part of the land use process. That answers the question.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm going to go here, and then this lady had a question. Yes, ma'am. make the steam plant a museum of engineering?
Yes, and that reminded me of plans years ago to restore the ring of ruin, the smallpox hospital, for cultural use. And one of the things that involved in helping us to do that, to restore the ruin, they said they would flash plexiglass inside it, and you could still see the walls when you touch them, have a practical roof, so nice weather, we open to have concerts there, and dance recitals and so forth. I'm wondering, I know it's a little bit off your EIS, but will you eventually talk to us about things like that?
Any plans about the ruin? You want to talk a little bit about
You mean
that?
the ruins that are on the further south on the island?
Yes.
And the steam plant is a possibility for
The steam plant,
So it's like, again, it's two things I think that are off of the Cornell campus. One is,
Sorry.
No problem. That's what I get for staying here. No, it's my pleasure, actually. The steam plant, there are tremendous amount of possibilities that we possibly have within the steam plant. Again, we have to look at the structural condition of the steam plant before we do anything. We also have to do an environmental impact statement, phase 1 and phase 2, because it did have, or it does use number 6 oil. So we have to see what kinds of environmental conditions exist at the site. In terms of the smallpox hospital, the board also did approve, the REACT board also did approve stabilization of the southern wall, but we're also going to look at the feasibility of the entire structure. It's a wonderful building, and we also want to look at what potential uses we may have in the future. But right now, we're looking at, again, the structural condition of the building and stabilizing the southern wall.
But my
Okay.
question is, will you help us funding to stabilize the Kennedy store? And make
are you
it-
asking that to Cornell-Technion, whether they will help with any funding on that?
Yes. We've had this idea